Hello there. Hey, Courtney, Life Journey and Perception. That's a long title. That's a long title. Welcome on my live. 5 of you. Please give me likes. Get it to 5 likes. Get it to 5 likes. 12. Hello. Are you a subscriber to my channel or you're just visiting? Are you just visiting? Thank you so much for joining. God bless you all. Did you see my title there? Did you see my title? What do you think about it? I agree. 12, where are you coming from? Where are you joining us from? Courtney, where are you joining us from? Courtney, are you a guy or a girl? Sorry, I just want to be sure. Let me know. Come on. You're a subscriber. Can you guys see me? Am I like hazed or like clear? Because the sun is Brooklyn to Florida. Tell me, why did you move to Brooklyn to Florida? Did you run out of Brooklyn or did you just move out of Brooklyn? New Orleans, hey, good. How's the jazz going on out there? You know, I've never been to New Orleans. It's somewhere that like it's one of my bucket lists, I believe. I have to go and look at that bucket list. Actually, my bucket list is in my brain. Hey, Abdulaziz, long time no see. How you doing, buddy? God bless you. Welcome on here. Good to see you, Abdul. You can see me very well, yeah, because the weather, the sun. I don't know if I change my orientation, maybe it'll be better, but it's okay. You are tired of the city life, last fast pace, now relaxing in St. Pete, Florida. Okay, what's the population? Great food. Yes, I hear the food in New Orleans is great, and the jazz too. Okay, quality is good. Awesome, awesome. I'm on Wi-Fi, but on my deck. So yeah, look at my topic. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about my topic? I'm talking about Bitcoin is irrelevant without XRP in the future. I know people are gonna give me I'm gonna get a lot of Bitcoin maxi hate, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You see, in one video, I said that they are gonna crown Bitcoin. They're gonna crown Bitcoin, and and that's what happened. I said they will crown Bitcoin, but XRP is going to be king. They will crown him, Bitcoin. They will crown it or whatever, but XRP is going to be king. Hey, Hussein Al Rubaya, where are you joining us from, Hussein? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Please give the likes. There are 18 guys in the room, girls and girls. Give us some likes. Get us to 18, okay? Get us to 18 likes. Abdulaziz, XRP will get to $100, but I'm expecting $33 this year. A lot of people are, when it gets to $100, it'll be over 1 trillion. Now, people think Bitcoin is the only one that can be 1 trillion. But XRP is going to be worth way over 10 trillion. It'll be 20 trillion. XRP is what will take the GDP of the world to 500 trillion. Okay? And then the cryptocurrencies and XRP, not just XRP, Bitcoin, all of them will move the world GDP from 100 trillion that it is right now to 1,000 trillion. Okay? But it will take about 10 plus years for that to happen. So anybody who is invested now is actually engaging in generational investment. Yes, buy XRP. That's good. Buy every day. Breathe it. No problem. I am with you here. Bitcoin is okay. I want to have Bitcoin. Please give me likes up to 25 likes. Let's get 100 people in the room. When the burning of coins happens faster, scarcity will drive the price even more. Exactly. Burning is a mechanism. It's always there. As long as transactions are taking place, burning will be taking place. Maybe there are certain transactions that burn more than the others, but that's not just it. Utility is a hunger. Demand, utility is the biggest thing. The unlocking of value is the biggest thing. All right. The unlocking of value is what many people do not fully understand. What does it mean to unlock value? I said it yesterday. Imagine you have oil in the ground and nobody knows it's there. But we need it for driving cars. We need it for driving boats. We need it for aircraft. We need it for, like, look at what oil has done in the world since when it was discovered, right? So there is no way it's going to be the new oil or the next oil. And if oil took the world's economy, added 3 trillion to the world's economy, what do you think crypto will do? What do you think crypto will do? Right now, oil is 3 trillion. That is including all, remember, it's being controlled. OPEC and all of that, they call them the oil mafia. They control production, assuming that the production was even more. Imagine what kind of, global impact that would have. Of course, I know the price will be low, but imagine what could be done outside of that control. But we're talking about a new technology. I gave you an example in my live yesterday about what telecommunications, how that revolutionized the world. A lot of email. I knew when I was growing up, we all wrote letters and sent them to our grandparents, send them to our uncles, send them to our aunties. You lick the stamp, you put it on, and then you go to the post office. A trip to the post office was an excursion with our parents. They showed us around the post office. The post office was one of the best places you could go to as a child. Some of our kids don't even know that exists. They don't even know. Yeah. Buy the dip. Liz Gustavo Bueno, you're speaking Portuguese. Unfortunately, I don't speak Portuguese. Ripple will take over Swift. I believe so. I believe so. They keep saying maybe it'll have a portion, maybe it'll take over. I believe so. Think about it. Yeah, with Ripple's XRP, Ripple takes over Swift, and then there is still an amount in escrow that is not released. The system is meant to have certain things. It's like having gold that is not yet mined. But we all know the amount of gold in the world. We know the gold reserves. We know the one on the surface. We know the one on the ground. The one on the surface is the one that has been mined and is being used, in the economy. And right now, the gold market cap is 18.1 trillion. Now remember, it's a commodity, so the market cap doesn't really matter. It can go anywhere. Gold can go to 100 trillion if needed. If the demand for gold is high and governments began to stack up on gold like they are on Bitcoin, the price should go through the roof. It'll go to 25 trillion, to 30 trillion. People don't talk about that. But now you have something that is akin to digital gold. Now, even if you don't call it digital gold, you can call it anything you want, but it's a digital commodity that has a utility. It's not just something you put your money in. Let me tell you, do you know how Bitcoin exploded in price in the last 3 days and went back to its near all-time high? It's at $109,000 today. It's because institutions bought. Michael Saylor borrowed more money and bought more Bitcoin, bringing his stash to over 550,000. I can't remember the exact figure. The truth of the matter is that the buying is the institutions. How many of you here can buy 1 Bitcoin? How many of us can truly afford 1 Bitcoin? We would have to sell our houses to buy 1 Bitcoin and have change to buy another house that may be smaller to downsize. Who's going to do that? So they have Ponzi'd themselves out. Don't get me wrong, Bitcoin is still going to be there. But I don't imagine that there won't be a crash of this Bitcoin because it's it's ridiculous. Who is pumping it? The 2 ways they pump Bitcoin is that they print more USDT and then Bitcoin goes up. And you are printing USDT is backed by nothing. Bitcoin is not really doing anything. It's not in the system of production, recovery, and backing. There's nothing. If you are new to crypto and you're on here and you're watching me and you like what you're hearing, I wrote a book just for you. Please download it, buy a copy. It's $18.99 and learn about crypto. Get the basics and improve on your knowledge. It's always important to have knowledge when you are entering anything new. Don't just go with your 2 eyes blind. You can do your research on your own, but if you want something that has been researched and packaged for you, that within 3 hours you can start buying and trading crypto with some measure of confidence, buy my book, Crypto Made Easy. Buy, store, and grow your investment with confidence. All right, it's right there in the description in all of my videos. It's in the description in all of my videos. You won't find it here now until after it's done. Just go to any of my videos, click on the description, you will find it there. Maybe I should just go on live here and then click on and just copy and paste the link for you guys if you're interested. That's the way that I'm getting the book sold. I'm still selling it, and I'm excited. I'm actually happy to see what's really going on, how people are responding to the book. And please, if you have purchased the book prior, I would be happy if you would kindly just write a review for me. The reviews help. It's nice when people are buying and they see that there's somebody who has written a review. Okay, I'm actually just on there right now. Ripple will take over Swift. What do you think about XLM and HBAR? Oh, the same thing. So XLM and HBAR are among the 9 cryptos that are on blockchains that are ISO compliant. The cryptos themselves are not, they don't have to be ISO compliant because it's not about the crypto, it's about the blockchain. Because the blockchain has a native asset, which is the cryptos. Stellar has XLM, XRP Ledger, XRPL has XRP, and so on and so forth. So it's the blockchain and the ecosystem that has to be ISO compliant, because it's not just about the native asset, it's everything that the blockchain is doing. So those are the ones that are ISO compliant, and they are going to rule the financial system. They all have different things to do. HBAR has its own role, Algorand has its own role, Miota has its own role. So some people will tell you Miota is a sleeping giant. Oh no, go for Miota. No, that's the one they prefer, or that's the one they stacked up on early enough, when they started investing in some cases, or that's just the one they believe in. But all of them are good. All of the ISO compliant blockchain native assets are excellent, in my own opinion. Please like the video. There's 34 of you here. There's only 6 likes so far. As you come in, I'll really appreciate it. Hey, Marshall Essien, God bless you. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Please let us know where you're joining from. Yes, Bitcoin is a store of value. I don't have anything against it, but I just have to let people know that that's where I stand. It is a store of value. Store of value. Yeah. Hello, Tope Oyek. How are you? God bless you. Greetings to you in the name of the Lord. Do I have any of my people from the UK here tonight or this afternoon? What are my people from North America? What are the people from Africa? Come on. Where are you guys? Where's my South American peeps? Hello, Tope from New Jersey. God bless you. Good to see you on here. Are you a subscriber? So for those of you who are new to crypto, I was just saying that if you're new to crypto, here is I just want you to know that you can purchase the my book. It's right there. I just put the thing on there. I'm actually going to pin a comment so that anyone coming in, if they would like to, they can just go to the pin message and they pick up the book. That's it. Hey, Natalie Adu Poku, how are you? Hey, Chanel, hello from Kansas. How's Kansas treating you? Hey, XRP will rise suddenly. I have a video on that. XRP will rise suddenly. That video has done 58,000 views. 58,000 views so far. It will need XRP to be relevant, and I'll prove it in a second. I'll do a video that's 8 to 10 minutes long on it. But this is a live. I'm trying to do as many lives as possible because I find that the bots are so crazily jumping on any video. I released a video when I was in Nigeria and there was over 200 bots on it already. Like, come on, you can't deal with that. YouTube said they can't do anything about it. So lives are better at this point. I can do lives maybe 1 a day, I sit down for 30 minutes to 2 hours, doesn't matter. Discuss, answer questions. Jennifer, I really, really like your question. I don't know if you're a Bitcoin maxi. I don't know if you're a holder of Bitcoin, but I just love the way you asked the question. You said, why does it need XRP to be relevant? These are the kind of people I like to engage in conversation. Some people will come here and the first thing they do is insult. You are crazy. You're a loser. You're a black monkey. You're whatever. BTC is king. They just start with crazy. Like, what's wrong with people? Great title of the video. Chris Larsen video in 2013. He sends Bitcoin on XRP Ledger in 5 seconds. BTC needs XRP. BTC cannot survive. Listen, without XRP. It cannot. It cannot. I've done my research. In 2017, there was a report that came out by Susan Athey and Robert Michnick, both working with Ripple. And remember, some of the people that actually were coders on the Bitcoin, Bitcoin were also incorporated into XRP. You think, Joel Katz and the other guy, what's his name, Otto Brito, were not BTC code cryptographers? Come on, don't tell me. You think the government is not involved in the creation of BTC? That's a speculation. So somebody said nobody made BTC. Nobody. I said, how do people sit down and think that nothing created anything? That's why you have atheists who believe that there's no God, like, because how can things just like, if I told you that my car just appeared, nobody created it, would you believe me? There's people behind it, but it's sworn to secrecy. Look, Ripple has 1,700 non-disclosure agreements. You know what those are, right? NDAs. They are used every day in business. What is in those NDAs? No, Jennifer, I'm not even. I just respect you. I don't know who you are, but you are a sweet soul. If this is how you live your life, I can't see how you are not going to be rich. I can't see it. I feel like giving you a gift. You give me joy today. You know why? Yesterday, somebody was on here just arguing and he said, and then I put the pic, I went into my kitchen. He said, oh, you have a 1980s kitchen. Oh, I have more money than you. People said, block them. But I don't block. I'm not in a rush to block people because sometimes they're unwell or they need help, and I want to engage them. I'm a minister first. Don't forget that. But I just appreciate the welcome XRP army. Okay, I see that there. But when people say, why do you say this? Then I say mine. If I'm stupid, if I'm foolish, then you can say you are foolish and stupid. Or you can say, I don't agree with you. And then that ends it. And leave me in my stupidity. Or see reason with me and say, hey, this guy has something. This guy has something. I don't know what it is. Exactly. XRP crashed because of the lawsuit. If there was no lawsuit, XRP would at least be close to $100 today. It would be like all of these other ones. Look at SUI. Like, when did they come out? Look at what's it called? This coin. It starts with T. Like, where did they come from? Just like that. And then they are in their single digits or double digits just overnight. And Ripple has been there, and people use that to say it's not going anywhere. No, it's because it's the one that's going somewhere. Hold on a second. What's it? Yeah.
You didn't leave it with him?
No, I left the bumper. Okay. Hold on.
Grab my car with them?
Yeah. If you can, I drove it here. So yeah, he cut a piece of the bumper to get the proper color. Okay. He just wants to make sure he gets it right.
Okay, you know what? I'll just take the red one.
Okay. Sorry, my son's going to work and he's yeah, he's wondering which car to drive. We share vehicles here. He has his own, but sometimes we just. Greetings from Lagos. What's your thoughts on rumored partnership? Oh, it's not just a question of thoughts, my friend. The partnership is on, and it's happening. So I'm going to get into the reason why I say that Ripple is. Bitcoin needs XRP to survive and to thrive. So let me ask you a question, Jennifer. Let me say something. Hey, Akpobasa, God bless you. Nice to see you again, my friend. Appreciate you so much. So listen, if you have a coin that government is buying, it needs the government to survive. I ask you again, how many of you here can buy one Bitcoin tonight if I ask you to go buy it? There are some of you, maybe you are rich enough, but a lot of us don't have a lot of money. The retail doesn't have that kind of money. What made Bitcoin price to spike in the last 3 days is simple. Bitcoin fell to 4,000 the other day. What made it to come back up is institutional buying, my friends. Here's the problem. They are shouting themselves hoarse. Michael Saylor put up a tweet 2 days ago. He said, if you are not buying Bitcoin at the top, you are leaving money at the table. Oh, the people who are wiser now refuse to listen. Retail is not buying. Medium buyers are not buying. Small whales are refusing because they don't want to buy at the top. People have been burnt too many times. They are not going to lose money. So the institutions and the big money ballers, they are left at the top wondering who's going to buy and bail them out. There's not going to be any bailout anymore. So the only way they can get bailed out is governments. So when a government buys, then that's why Trump was basically scolded for putting out a tweet where he said he would buy, the strategic reserve will include XRP, Solana, and ADA. And now the mafia in the government, you see, Senator Loomis decided not to take a meeting with Ripple Chief Executive Brad Garlinghouse and didn't even postpone the meeting and give another date. It's indefinite. We're not even going to meet with you. Why do you think they are doing that? Because the powers that be, the lobbyists, are working hard to make sure if you leave us high and dry, we are finished. Let's try and get some fish swimming in the ocean to come and buy the Bitcoin. Let's get the dumb money to come and buy Bitcoin so that as they are buying, if we get 300 million people across the world to spend at least, $1,000 buying Bitcoin, that is if they even have that, or $100 buying Bitcoin. Do you know what that means? It'll set us free. We'll be able to get out of here. This is the trap. I called Bitcoin a mouse trap a while back. Am I going to invest in Bitcoin in the future? Yes. Will I invest now? No. Why? Because if you invest $10,000 now, which I don't even have, if you put that now, if Bitcoin gets to $1 million from today, it will be, your 10,000 will be 100,000. But if I put $10,000 right now in the tokens that people think are nothing, you can get ZBEC. 1 million ZBEC for $3,000. ZBEC yesterday, in the last 1 week, basically tripled itself. Well, no, actually two times. Depends on how much you bought it, right? So, but it doubled. Wikicat doubled itself the last 1 year. XRP delivered 300% in the last 1 year between November and now. See what I'm saying? Bitcoin did 61%. But when people look at the big price, so let's get into it. I have 57 people here now. So let me get into it. Please share this if you can with your friends who are interested, because a lot of people around you are not interested. They think you are crazy. They think you are a loony. If your family is interested, praise God for you. Maybe not at your level, but at least they are interested. People are going to start running to you when XRP is $100. And I'm telling you, when Bitcoin crashes, because I believe it's going to crash, or XRP, any of them, I believe there's going to be a market crash. Because if Bitcoin collapses, many will follow. But there will be a resurrection, all right? You are now buying when there's blood on the street. They will still laugh at you. They say, you see. But it's going to happen because the artificial blowing up of Bitcoin, in my opinion, is too much. Who is buying? Like, is it you, me, the people around? No. Where is the money? Look at what COVID did to the economies. The inflation. People don't have any extra money. Your income has not gone up in the last little while. So where is the money coming from? Is the institutions, is the Michael Saylors of this world, is the people who have hedged their bet on this thing that has no utility. No board of directors, no chairman. If there's a problem, who are you going to take to court? You diversified into what, sir? Jermaine Dixon. They didn't put it into a stockpile. They will eventually put into a stockpile, but Bitcoin is not even being purchased into a stockpile. It's the one that were seized. Listen to that executive order. And even Trump in his statement, he said, we're not buying new one. We're just taking what has been seized from Silk Road and other criminal enterprises, and that's what we're going to put in the stockpile. Ripple may donate XRP to the government. Let's watch. It's not over. Jack Dawn, XRP and you can Google that. XRP and Zebek have a partnership. They will not give you you will not see the paper even if you go to Grok or to ChatGPT, you won't get all the details, but you know there's rumors, there's things happening, and you see the coin flying. So it's best you can invest in it if you want. That's not financial advice. Do your own research. So that's why they didn't put it into the stockpile. Is because they felt that it would be too early and they're waiting for all the institutions, everything to line up. So let me ask you a question. They've been doing all this job, all this work, being ISO compliant for all the past 7 years, and they won't matter? They matter. Daniel, thank you so much for the $1.99. What's that? Is that a super chat? Oh, by the way, yes. Thank you so much for the super chat, Daniel. If you want to give me a super chat, I welcome it. I appreciate it. You can buy me a coffee. You can go on my buy me a coffee page and buy me a coffee there. You can give to my YouTube. If you enjoy what I've done so far, the research, the encouragement, the pumping of our faith and biblical encouragement, go ahead. So if you want to give me a super chat, thank you so much. Daniel opened the floor with $1.99. That will buy me a very nice coffee. I appreciate it. AH is my name, and Daza Hezekiah. It's just my name. Thank you. Okay, so Jennifer, I have not forgotten you. Are you still here, Jennifer? Okay, so here is my proof of why I say that Bitcoin will need XRP. There is a company in Canada. I want you to understand something. Ripple XRP has been tested globally. All of the tests have been done globally with major banks. In Nigeria, it is Zenith Bank, I believe. Don't take my word for it. Do your research. In Canada, it is CIBC. In the UK, it is, I believe it is it Santander? In Japan, I don't know exactly what it is, but they have tested the different payout markets successfully for years. In America, is a small bank, like a savings and loans bank. It was the first to test Ripple's product. Okay? They've tested it with MoneyGram. All right? They've tested it with, is it Western Union, MoneyGram? All of those, they've tested, particularly with MoneyGram, just to see how it works with global money transfer for peer-to-peer, if at all it was going to be used that way. They've tested it. Have they tested it with Bitcoin? That's what many people don't know. And I'll tell you now, they don't test in America because of all the legal issues, because of all the, it's not necessary. Go test somewhere else. It's like the military. Sometimes when the military wants to do a test, what do? They go into the ocean far. It may be in the continental shelf of that country, like the US, right? The oceans they control, but they'll do their nuclear test fast in the ocean. Or they go to no man's land, controlled by, was it NORAD or, certain organizations, military organizations worldwide. They have agreements in what they want to do. So they do their testing. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So Ripple has already done their tests on how this thing is going to work and how it will help Bitcoin. What Bitcoin was designed to do, it can't do it. XRP is the one. Ripple has the solution. Fast, cheap, environment friendly, and what else? Scalable. There are many other cryptos that are scalable, but they didn't come early enough. They are copycats. They will have their own day in court or their own day of testing. Ripple has been doing this for so long, over 10 years, and they have non-disclosures. All those non-disclosures, you and I don't know what is in it. People don't go around signing 1,700 non-disclosures for nothing. So the company that has been running the Bitcoin XRP program, where to show you that XRP Bitcoin will need XRP to breathe. El Salvador will eventually use that same system. But at least Bukele was smart enough to stack Bitcoin. He got it right. What they didn't get right was using it as a daily buying coffee, buying groceries. They are doing what they can, but it's very limiting. So here is the solution. There's a company called Spend the Bits. Google right now, Spend the Bits in Canada. Spend the Bits. So I'll tell you what Spend the Bits is, okay? If you go to Grok, I use Grok just to full disclosure here, because it helps to make life easy, all right? So that I'm not just talking off the top of my head. So if we look at Grok, let me see if I can get my history here. I'm on my computer, so I have not been. Oh, by the way, those of you who are invested in ZBEC cards are also an amazing. Oh, you can also stake ZBEC. They have cards, ZBEC cards. You can do the ZBEC card. I've not done any of those, but I've researched it. Maybe I should do a video on it. I don't know. But the ZBEC is amazing. The work they've done, I've looked at it and said, what? And it's a new cryptocurrency. But apparently they might have been working for years building their systems. That's why they could be talking with Ripple. Like maybe somebody worked with Ripple and went there to work. I've not done my deep search yet, deep research. But ZBEC cards are going to be like, for those of you in Canada, you know what ShakePay cards are like? ShakePay. But it's better because ZBEC is not like ShakePay where you're using, this one, ShakePay is actually, you're spending your Canadian dollar and getting Bitcoin. You shake your phone, you get Bitcoin or Ethereum. You get Bitcoin, and then you also have Ethereum. That's what ShakePay does. But ZBEC is even way better, and I believe it's available in Canada. I haven't signed up for it. I'll try to do that within the week. See, I have so much on my plate. But let's see what's the name tells us. Grok, Mr. Grok or Miss Grok tells us about Spend the Bits. Where are you, Mr. Spend the Bits? Okay, you know what? I'm going to Spend the Bits. I like Grok. You can actually, So listen, I'm going to read this directly from Grok. Jennifer, are you there? Which country? Canada having a revaluation of your currency? I don't know. You mean me? I'm in Canada. Okay, watch this. So Jennifer was the one who asked the question of the day. I really appreciated that question. It just warmed my heart. I like when people say, why? Why do you say so? Not insult right away. It's an SHIT coin. Like, what does that mean? That's idiocy. Okay. Spend the Bits. Please write this down. Spend the Bits. SPENDTHEBITS. Spend the Bits. Spend the Bits is a company that leverages the XRP Ledger, okay, to enable fast, cost-effective Bitcoin transactions for everyday purchases like grocery shopping. By using XRPL's Federated consensus mechanism, it processes transaction in 3 to 5 seconds with fees as low as 0.00005 XRP. Well, if you try to do that with your Bitcoin, do you know how much fees you pay? You send $1,000 in Bitcoin and you'll be shocked at your fees. You need to put a diaper on just before you do that, because you're gonna wet yourself. I'm just saying. You're like, whoa, that's a lot of fee. Or if the fee is not enough, one time I sent money, the fee was not enough, and the network was congested, and it was it's not supposed to be a busy day, right? That's just individual, peer to peer. Nate Polemon, God bless you. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. That gives me a coffee and a donut. Actually, that's an expensive coffee and donut. That's Starbucks. But at Tim Hortons, it's a very nice, I can get 2. All right. Okay, maybe. I don't know what it costs now. I've not been eating a lot of donuts. You can see I need to cut it down. So if you want to follow them, go ahead and give me some very nice Okay, so Spend the Bits leverages the XRP Ledger. The app acts as a layer 2 solution allowing users to spend Bitcoin securely and instantly without Bitcoin slow confirmation times. XRP serves as a bridge currency. I told you, they've tested it outside of Canada, outside of the US. You people in US, please understand that your government doesn't test everything in your country. They test in Africa. Well, not your government, the businesses that are working with the government. You think these people are not working with the National Security Agency? You think they're not? So they've tested in Canada. They've tested in Zimbabwe. You think they've not tested in Zimbabwe? You must be kidding yourself. If you Google ISO 222 right now and you put Kenya on it, you see the government of Kenya, the governor of the Central Bank of Kenya with a statement. Try it with Zimbabwe. Try it with Tanzania. These are African countries that people say are poor. What is ISO doing there? Because there's pockets of wealth. How many of you know Walmart is operating in Africa right now? But not as Walmart. Not as Walmart. They are trading in Africa. They are buying things in Africa, but not as Walmart. They are buying and selling in Africa. They have a different name. They have a pseudo name, but it's the same company. There are pockets of wealth across the world. They are in Azerbaijan, all these American companies. They are in even where there's war, because where there's war, they make a lot of money feeding the troops. SBI Japan, thank you, Daniel, for that comment. Jennifer, I have answered your question. Your question was actually what I wanted to do tonight. Your why helped me run with it. XRP with tokenized homes, land, energy, law, no knows what else. This is why I'm telling you, listen. If telecommunications has added 3 trillion, the global economy in 1960 was 1.3 trillion. 1.3. 1960 to now is how many years? To 2020. Is how many years? Is it 50? Yeah? So, or 60 years, whatever it is. Okay, I can't do the math right now. The global economy went to 100 trillion. Now, between the last 30 years, Web 2 did the most explosion. You know why? Because of the internet. Now we have Web 3. Web 3 is going to incorporate AI. It's going to incorporate, speed with value transfer, value movement, tokenization. And then you've got what? Robotics. All of these things integrated. Health. Do you know that now with all of this Neuralink they are doing, people who are paralyzed can actually be able to move around and stuff like that? The global economy is going to go from 100 trillion to 1,000 trillion. 10 times within a very short space of time. The reason is very simple. Electricity. I personally believe that we should not be paying for electricity. That every nation on the world, if at all paying a token fee, it's a natural abundance. A token fee. But again, maybe you pay, but it's just ridiculous that the price keeps going up. What's causing that? And I just think it's wickedness. I don't see anything, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, look at what God has given to us. If you put 2 corn in the ground, it will give you 2 or 3 ears on the plant. 2 corn. It's unbelievable. It's the distribution system that's the problem. Human hearts. The Bible says that the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can know it? Only God. Excuse me. 99.9% of blockchain projects will disappear. It'll be like the dot-com era. So spend the bits is what you got to look at. Bitcoin's future will be dependent on the XRP. This is why when I tell you XRP will suddenly rise, it's because I've done some research. Friends, I could be wrong, right? So I'm not here saying that I'm the grandmaster of all knowledge. I don't know anything. I started this 5 years ago, and I started my channel at November 1. And now we're almost at 7,000 subscribers. Please get me more subscribers. We're getting to 7,000 by the May 31st, by the grace of God. Thank you so much, Daniel Smith. Who wants to join Daniel Smith in sending us some beautiful, some beautiful gifts, super chats? I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're at 16:45. I don't set goals. I don't even remember the super chats on this thing until I'm almost done. But Daniel is such a blessing every time he comes on here. Yeah, no, actually, the figure is between 27 and 30 trillion. The video I put up today, I talked about it, how 30 trillion will be unlocked. XRP's first assignment is the unlocking of existent value that's not been brought to the surface. And I gave an example. You've got oil in the ground. It was drilled, brought up, refined, and you got petrol. You've got gasoline, kerosene for aircrafts. You've got propane. My propane tank is right there. You've got all of these things. By the way, I'm renovating my deck this week, so I'm not changing. It's just painting and doing, staining and doing some little things, you know. So the Nostro Vostro. Daniel, let me ask you a question. Which country do you think has the largest Nostro Vostro accounts? Which one would you say? Daniel, can you answer that question? I can help you. In my opinion, is the United States. So that's the first thing. You unlock the value. The value is parked. There's already 27 to 30 trillion. I will go for the higher figure, 30 trillion across the world, with US having the largest amount of Nostro Vostro. So that money is parked there, sitting down, doing nothing, as guarantee for monies being exchanged between customers of banks. Well, when you don't need that anymore, it's unlocked. Can you imagine what that would do for the economy? Thank you so much for the $4.99. I appreciate you guys. Please keep giving. If you're on here, you want to bless me tonight, I am receiving it. Oh, by the way, like I said, in Nigeria, the money you guys gave me, I gave it all out. YouTube had not paid me, but I took it out of the YouTube. YouTube actually takes about 30% or something, some crazy amount like that. But it's okay. But I did give out anyway. It was really, really warm to see people receiving it. The driver that drove us around for a whole day of events from like very early, 7:30 a.m., all the way down to, well, we actually ended up leaving at 8 a.m., all the way down to 7 p.m. It was a busy day. Very lovely guy, young man. I just had so much respect for him. And by the time we were done, I counted a wad of money in his. He was like I blew him away. And we shocked a waitress too. She came up to us at our table. We just made sure we're eating at the same hotel because it was just best for us. We had eaten somewhere else and we had trouble with our stomachs. So, in 20 years, I haven't been to Nigeria a lot, right? So, anyway, but I'll be going a lot more because we're helping with a school project out there. I'll be telling you guys about it maybe somewhere in July. I'll be talking about the school. Between July and August, I want to talk about the school project. We're building a school, so supporting a church, building a private school for students. There's so many kids. So I'll be talking about that in July, August, and hoping that we can support them each year, raise a little bit of money, and give to them. Our church is also involved in the project, and I'm excited. When I went there, I actually went to the site and I saw all the work that they've done so far. If they can get it to the first level and have the classrooms, they don't need doors and windows. they'll use it the way it is, and then they'll enroll new students, and then the second floor will be like their high school, and the third floor will be maybe administration or something like that. So we'll see. Jennifer, what did you say about Atlanta? My life, how you doing? Top Ring, man, where have you been? Making trouble in Germany? Guten Abend. Guten Abend. How's your education, Top Ring? Are you done school or what? Because I remember you told me that you were in school. Am I right? I cannot say something about, do you want to know something about Shiba Inu's future? I think you're probably speaking your language with English, so it comes across that way. Awal Salisu, you want me to say something about Shiba Inu? I say that every time. So go to my playlist. I made some videos on Shiba Inu. Awal. Awal Salisu. Go to my playlists. But let me tell you, Shiba Inu, if you have invested in Shiba Inu, I like it. I have Shiba Inu coins. I believe that, just Google, where can I spend my Shiba Inu? You'll be surprised. You can buy an airline ticket with Shiba Inu. Did you know that? If you go to HSBC, you can pay your mortgage with Shiba Inu. Why are they receiving Shiba Inu? Because they are stacking it in the back. They're not spending it. If you give it to them, they'll take it. So Shiba Inu is a good project. It's no longer just an ordinary meme coin. And that's what WikiCard is going to be. WikiCard is not going to just be a meme coin. Flare is good. I really haven't studied Flare so much, but I do have Flare on the Bifrost wallet. So, a little bit here and there. We're small players. Not like the big boys. Just small here, small there, If you're new to crypto, you have to get some education, learn about what's going on. There's no school that will teach you crypto right now. It's people like us who have done some research, done some studies, and thank God that they've set up the National Crypto Association. But some of us have been here hammering away. I respect people like Digital Outlook and a lot of people like XRP Veil. All these guys who have been, Lewis Jackson, done a lot of research, and they're showing the way. Yeah, I believe in XZC. Yeah. Do you have XZC jacked on? It's good. No, not Floki. I've not checked it out, but I think these are all a lot of the meme coins. You have to be careful with them because when you enter into them, you want to get out to take you to the next level. In my book, I explain how you can use meme coins to travel and build yourself up. Ayushi CT, where are you from? Connect how? I don't know. No, I don't do forex. Sorry. But this cryptocurrency will be merged with the first forex market. Yeah, because you've got to exchange currencies in real time. And they do a better job. Michael Thomas, no XPR network. What do you mean no XPR network? I've been talking about XPR. It's the latest ISO. I have a PDF that I'm going to send out to everybody. I actually did some work on it today. I'm just not satisfied with where it is. I just have to make some changes and then I'll send it out. All right. I'm glad you guys said you could see me clear and dandy. So I was just telling you about Spend the Bits. How many of you, I know Nate Pollerman would have searched out Spend the Bits. I trust him. If I'm wrong, Nate, tell me. I don't know if you're still on here, but you guys go and just go and see what I've told you. This is how Bitcoin will be used on the XRP Ledger. They've tested it. They're ready to go. That's why I sometimes wonder, what are they doing? They know all these things. Why are they pretending to be fighting? I'll read the summary. This makes BTC practical for small daily transactions, enhancing its utility as a medium of exchange. Now, the Spend the Bits has a website. You can go to the website, spendthebits.com. Spendthebits.com. You click on it, and you can download their wallet, and you can learn everything you need to learn. Latest from Spend the Bits, May 24. They have an X account too at Spend the Bits. What are the key benefits? Instant transactions. Did you hear that? Instant transaction. In fact, their entire color on their website, there you go. Their entire color on their website is the Bitcoin type of color. You see that? You see that? Spend the Bits. Key benefits. Instant transactions, send and receive funds in seconds, not days. Experience the future of payments today. Enhance security. Secret keys are securely stored, of course, we know that. Minimal fees. Save up to 70% on transaction costs compared to traditional payment methods. Effortless spending. Globally spend USDC with your STB Mastercard. Mastercard. Standard Chartered Bank. No, sorry. STB. What's STB? I don't know. Sorry. Don't quote me. I got that wrong. So you got your download, fund your wallet, transact, STB Mastercard, global remittance, send funds worldwide instantly and securely, withdraw seamlessly, withdraw Bitcoin securely to the same chain. Look at it. Withdraw Bitcoin securely to the same chain. Look at that. It's all about Bitcoin. It's so I want you to go and research that. I'm not going to do more. I'm not going to tell you more. I'm just telling you they've tested Spend the Bits. They've tested it in the Philippines with whatever company they are working with there. They've tested it everywhere. Bitcoin's future is irrelevant without XRP. Mark my words. I just showed you. I brought the receipts. Exactly. MasterCard is a Ripple partner. This company, Ripple, is massive. Transactions second. Cozy Crypto Crib. What do you say about XPR? I said XPR. Yes, I did say XPR. Are you asking a question, Cozy Crypto, or not? Exactly, Thabo. It's unbeatable. See, the people, the powers that be, don't want you to have the information I just showed you. And that's okay. That's how it always rolls. You know why? They need to get their money out of Bitcoin. But they just have to wait. If they are patient, we'll all be able to spend the bits. They are spending the bits. They didn't tell you that. They are global citizens. They have 2, 3 passports. They can come to Canada and open Spend the Bits account. Their Bitcoin is giving them money as they park it somewhere. And they're making money every day, hand over foot. That's awesome, Top Ring. Yeah, if you buy Bitcoin in the past, you don't know anything else. What's my price prediction? $33 this year. Double digits. But not financial advice. Do your research. I could be wrong. Guten Ben. Yes, I just showed you Bitcoin will need XRP. Not XRP coin. It will need the ledger for its future. It will be irrelevant without the XRP ledger. I didn't say XRP crypto. I said XRP ledger. Go and do your research. What I want you to do, Groovadelic, just type spend the bits. Take it to ChatGPT or take it to Grok and ask what is the company spend the bits. So before you say it doesn't need XRP, but yeah, okay, don't be foolish. Just just type what I said to you right now and see they're testing it outside. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not dissing on Bitcoin. I'm not telling you it's useless. I want Bitcoin. I want to invest in Bitcoin. I have some of it, but not all of it. I have little, but I would like to invest in Bitcoin. So I invest in altcoins so that when I have more, I can buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a future, but its future is dependent on using one of his grandchildren, one of his children to help it do what it cannot do. Obrigado. Thank you so much. Yes. So Groovadelic. Just Google what I told you. You can argue, you can insult, you can disagree, but why don't you just go and find what I told you? Spend the bits. Look at what they are using to make Bitcoin fast, scalable, and well, not necessarily scalable, but yeah, you could also see it as scalable because it's using the XRP ledger. Bitcoin will use the XRP ledger. Write that down. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. But I have 99% proof. I just shown you a Canadian company so that those who have Bitcoin, if they want to spend their Bitcoin fast at a low cost, they can use. So how did they do that? Why aren't they telling everybody that? It needs the XRP ledger. So if you're here and you are a Bitcoin fan, I am a Bitcoin fan. But I'm not a crazy Bitcoin fan. I don't insult XRP people. I don't insult XLM. I don't tell people they're carrying an SHIT coin. I don't do that because I know that you can never only have Ford as the only car in the world. You can never have Boeing as the only aircraft in the world. You're going to have Russian aircraft. What do they call them? You're not going to have you're going to have rifles, the different machine guns. You got the Kalashnikov, it's for Russia. You get the Uzi, it's for Israel. You get the whatever. Everybody has their own product. You can never have one thing control everything else. It's never going to happen. Anybody who is thinking that is in a cult. I call it the cult of Bitcoin. I don't want to be in a cult. People say the cult of XRP. No, we have a product. And if you know that the XR people, they are not insulting every other person. There was a guy who was insulting XRP on his live, and saliva was falling out of his mouth. And I said, "What's wrong with you?" He looked unkempt. He was insulting. And when people he said, your mom is this," very derogatory statements. He's gone crazy. Why? Because of Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is the only one. There can be no other one but Bitcoin. It just doesn't make sense. Market cap is irrelevant for you. You should look at Grok. When I did Grok, I asked Grok, is market cap just, like I know, but I just want to, people these days, when you say, well, here's what Grok says. Oh, Grok said that. Oh, ChatGPT, as if those things are smarter than they are. They're only faster to get the information. It is 30 to 50, I believe you. 33.3333333333 is what you're going to see. That's what I believe. Prophet Robin said it also, that's what he saw. I believe it. So the 1,000, I think, maybe 2006, 2026, but it's possible this year because look, listen, if you've got the Federal Reserve, you've got the SWIFT, you've got BIS, you've got all of these organizations, you've got what's it called? Is it ACI, ACL, ACI? What they call them? Do you know the amount these people move in a day? Oh my goodness. It is value that has not been tapped. But as soon as a technology was created to tap the value in this payment industry, right, the value of that technology will go up. Because it's like a toll gate system. The more value it moves, it's designed to move value at a certain speed. That speed to be maintained, the value has to be high. So the more that you send through it to maintain the 3 to 5 seconds, the value keeps going up. It's a brilliant design. So, and the price, the fee paid is still small. So who benefits? The owner of the technology. Who owns the technology? You, my friend, who bought into the ISO native cryptos. Market cap is irrelevant. Cozy crypto crib. It is irrelevant. It is irrelevant, cozy crypto. I want you to ask Grok, say, Grok, is market cap relevant for cryptocurrencies? Ask the question. Just ask the question. Cozy Crypto Crib. Just ask the question. If you don't ask the question, how do you know? Ask the question. Just go to Grok or ChatGPT. Say, is market cap relevant for cryptocurrencies? Then see what it tells you. Give us some likes. Get the video up. I'm about 1 hour right now sitting on here. Now, even if the market is regulated, right? It's a commodity. Daniel, you understand that? So you regulate the market, you have legislation, and things are going by what legislation states. You are still dealing with a commodity. This is the crux of the matter. And remember, the 4-year lawsuit was all about whether Ripple was a commodity or a security. That was cleared on July 13, 2023 by Judge Annalisa Torres. Then we come the second portion of that lawsuit was the programmable sales, of which the directors of Ripple were are being held to account, so to speak. That's what is left. Yes, because the cryptocurrency market will send the will add another 20 trillion to the total GDP of the world. Do you understand that? The cryptocurrency market is a new technology, just like cell phones were a new technology that replaced analogs, okay? Just like oil was a new technology that replaced coal and other forms of whale blubber and all of that, right? And it shot the economy of the world high. So the newest contribution to the global gross domestic production of the entire globe is cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency, hey Jew baby, where have you been? Actually, I thought you decided to leave my channel. I didn't know. I'm like, man, we're gonna look for her number, and you know, I was saying to my wife, I have some awesome moderators, but I don't know where Jew baby disappeared to. Oh my goodness, it's good to see you on here. If you were on here yesterday, you would have blocked an idiot who was. I was like, where is Jew baby to smack him in the head with a hammer? A lady, she was making fun of my house. She said my house is a 1980s home because I've not renovated my kitchen. Oh Lord. So yeah, so Cozy Crypto, listen to me. Watch my video from yesterday. I No. My behavior is not cultish. I'm giving you facts. A cultish behavior is I'm not insulting you. I'm not calling you are holding an SHIT coin. I believe in BTC. It doesn't matter when you got into BTC. You got into 2013. That's okay. The fact that you have been around for long doesn't mean you know everything. I'm just no. Don't be sorry. We just missed you on the channel. That's all. Even though when you are there, you are quiet. You speak a little bit. Though we appreciate that. So Cozy Crib, I'm not cultish. I'm giving you. I told you. I said go and write on Google. Just Google. If you don't do that, I will block you because you are not. We're not having a conversation. You said I'm cultish. I said all right. You go to Google or ChatGPT or DeepSeek or Deep Search, whatever they call it, or Grok, and just Daniel has been on my channel for a long time. He like, how is he cultish? I will defend him. I know what he stands for. But anyway, maybe you have a reason. But just do. I want you to do it now before you leave the channel. If you really want to learn something, I am not against Bitcoin. But Bitcoin maxis, people who believe in Bitcoin, who've made money in Bitcoin, they're against anything else. And I've told you, Ford can never be the only model in the market. You're going to have Nissan, you're going to have Toyota, you're going to have Hyundai, you're going to have Saab, all these other Rolls-Royce, everything else. Bitcoin was the first one. Salute to it. In my book, I did a salute to Bitcoin. There will be other cryptocurrencies. They will come. There are 9 right now that are ISO 222 compliant. All right. So that's what I'm saying. Go Google. Thank you. But please Google, use an AI thing and just ask. Yes, Nissan is not a Bugatti, but I mentioned Rolls-Royce just because Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is a Bugatti, but do you know that the people that own, you see, this is the point. So if you own a Bugatti, but I own a dealership that sells Hyundais, and I sell 1,000 Hyundais every quarter, do you realize that I could be a billionaire too and own a Bugatti? That's what we're doing. Some of us are in the altcoins so that we earn income from the altcoins and we can invest in Bitcoins. Some people have Bitcoin and they feel so proud. I have been in Bitcoin since 2013. I'm not talking about you, but I've seen people like that. It's like they're better than everybody else. Look at, hey, good evening, Tommy, how are you doing? Oh, look at me. I have Bitcoin. I've been around. But in their bragging, in their boastfulness, that they are on top of the perch, nobody else can reach them. Here comes Shiba Inu. Here comes WikiCat. Here comes whatever. Sir Mappy bought Shiba Inu with $400, and within a year he had over $400,000. That's what he used to now start his own crypto project, and that project has already begun to make millionaires. And I'm telling you, it's going to be accepted across all of Africa, and he and many others, billionaires and millionaires, will rise across Africa. You see Velo, it will raise millionaires in Asia, Southeast Asia. You see the Philippines, Electronium. People are stacking Electronium in the Philippines. They will rise like giants overnight. But what are we having? We have 60 million people who are in America. Oh, I have Bitcoin. Oh, I have Bitcoin. Oh, I have Bitcoin. And some of them only have $100 worth of Bitcoin. Some of them only have $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. You go and do a deep search on the Bitcoin ownership in the USA. People are just talking on. They're just. There's a saying that the empty barrels make the most noise. You have so much people holding Bitcoin, but how much is in the wallet? How much is in the wallet? So we are selling our Hyundais and our Nissans, right? But we are building up so that one day we can buy, if Bitcoin is 1 million, we can buy a bit. We don't have the money to put in Bitcoin now, but we can allow the altcoin season to come and push us up. You see what I'm saying? That's my point. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to say it. But every time I encounter the Bitcoin maxis, you can almost get a headache in trying to talk to them about this. And okay, Bitcoin is a Rolls Royce. Yes. Yes, I've seen the XRP against the BTC chart. It's been going down according to the people who have it. While I have seen the chart. So last year, if you look at I want you to go to Cozy Crypto. After this, I won't say anything to you anymore. But I want you to go to CoinMarketCap, okay? I'm not denying what you are saying. You are looking at all time. If you look at all time for XRP and Bitcoin, you are correct. But if you zoom in, you'll be wrong. Why? Because on the all time, Bitcoin has been around longer than XRP. And Bitcoin, from where it was to where it is now, has done millions of percent. XRP hasn't had that opportunity. Do you know why? Because of the lawsuit. The lawsuit smacked them down really, really hard. That the institutions could not buy into it the way they were buying. In fact, they were running away from it. It was even delisted. And even after it was delisted, it stayed on the top 10 to this day. Now it's top 4. It's going to number 1. And you watch it. Once XRP hits $100, it will topple Ethereum and Bitcoin together. And Bitcoin, like I told you, will need XRP Ledger. I didn't say XRP coin. XRP Ledger. You may not like it. It doesn't matter. You may foam at the mouth. It doesn't matter. What I've told you to do is 2 things. Number 1, go to any AI and type there, is market cap relevant for commodities? Whatever it tells you, Take it. Number 2, I want you to go and research Spend the Bits. I have told you also, if you're an American, maybe you are one of the Americans who thinks nothing else can happen outside of America. The American government tests everything outside of the US. The only thing they test in the US, the only thing the American government tests in the US, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But you see what they test. The kind of food you guys eat in America. You have to be smart. You just can't eat anything. That's what is being tested. I'm done. John Kim. All right. I have BTC. Did I tell you I didn't have BTC? I have Bitcoin. I never said I don't have Bitcoin. I'm just telling you the reality of how I am marching my way. Maybe you have 5 Bitcoins. Congratulations. If you have 5 Bitcoins, you are made. You don't have to be on my channel talking. Get out of my channel. You are already settled. Anybody who has 5 Bitcoins, I respect you. You've done it well. You are amazing. Take the profits, put it in some other things. Buy a hotel. Do so, keep moving. Don't take the profit, invest, put back into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a good place to invest. I'm not saying it's bad. I never said so. I'm just telling you that the future of Bitcoin, for it to be able to work in the economy the way they had intended, will be dependent on the XRP Ledger. The Ledger. The Ledger. Atlas Power, I don't know. 0 to 1, it does. It will need the XRP Ledger. Go and research spendthebits.com. 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 I'm going to put it on there for you. Go and check it out. Don't be stubborn. Go check it out. Spend the bits. Here you go. I just put it there, spendthebits.com. Go and research it. Then you take that name of that company, put it on Grok, put it on ChatGPT, ask them, what does this do? What does this do? So when you say Bitcoin doesn't need anything, I don't know what you're talking about. Bitcoin is not God. It needs help. So 0 to 1, all of you here, go do that. Go check that out. Okay. Yeah, the reason why it took less than a minute with XRP is because of the platform you're using. XRP is 3 to 5 seconds. Electronium is 3 to 5 seconds. XPR is 3 to 5 seconds. All of the ISO cryptos are 3 to 5 seconds. Electronium is not ISO, but it's fast. Very, very fast. They have a new EVM. I'm telling you, that thing is really fast. Thank you, Tommy, for sharing. And you're even lucky it went in 30 minutes. I had one that went 2 days after. I didn't say it. What did you? What about being better? Who's talking about being better? Cozy Crypto, bye-bye. I'm blocking you. I don't know. I don't care what is number 1. I don't care if it's number 2. It doesn't matter. I just care that it was something that is generational wealth. Who cares what is number 2 or number 3? If you are from the Netherlands, it's a rich country, but it has small population, right? So it's not about it's not about number 1 or number 2. Is it delivering what it's meant to deliver? Yes. So if I tell you, if you're a Bitcoin person and somebody's telling you I'm not against Bitcoin, you are still telling him, oh, Bitcoin is better. I've been in it since 2013. Oh, what kind of attitude is that? Well, do you realize what I'm saying now? Bitcoin 0 to 1. Bitcoin 0 to 1. You are saying something there, right? Well. Have you heard about ISO 222? Cardano is ISO 222. That's why they're building smart contracts for Bitcoin on Cardano, as they have done on the XRP Ledger with Spend the Bits. That's it. They're doing it because it's very expensive to do it on Ethereum. You know how much it costs to do business on Ethereum? Jeremiah, I don't know. I think I'm expecting July and November. Those are my 2 dates because of the Federal Reserve and the other one. Daniel has the answer for you, Thabo. Powerful. And Jeremiah, that's the answer. Do I have a top 5 crypto? No. I have a top 20. Because I think 99.9% of cryptos will go away. There will be only like 40 remaining. One-on-one session with me is $250. I don't think I want to do that. I can't do that for telling you how to save. It will be it's a waste of time. If you send an email, I'll send you what I have. Just send me an email. Dala. Go find my email. If you have not bought my book, if you downloaded my book, any of you here, please send me a review. Just go back to what you used to download it and then send me a review. Daniel, I don't know if you downloaded my book. I'd love you to write me a review. I'm just looking for reviews. I'm looking for reviews because I'm going nuclear. I don't have any updates on SHIB. I just know that SHIB is a good project. Not at this point. If you know any that's good, let us know. Just share with us. I've not done any AI tokens. I put money in a while back on Trust Wallet, but I was not impressed with the outcome. Again, it's all about time, right? It's about time. I'm sure if I look back, I would have done better. Everything is hard in New York. The Democrats have made things very hard for people. They don't want people to self-express. Martel. you either have to ask a friend to buy you XDC and send it to you. But I don't know how to. You know, Pastor Keith, reach out to Keith Iton. He lives in New York. He might be able to help you out. Iton Entertainment. Reach out to him. Martel. Okay? No, they don't. So I suspect that the BTC people are doing some of those things. Because the way they come out, they foam at the mouth when they come on the channels. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. No. I mean, 0 to 1. I don't know. I can't discuss my portfolio on here. Like, I'm just, like, again, I'm not a whale. I'm doing just little. I'm an enthusiast. I'm not a rich person. I'm comfortable enough to eat and, yeah, so. Ross Austin, all XRP. That's not bad. Yeah. There are 2 things that will make XRP take off, Tommy. Please, am I still clear to you guys? Let me know. There's 2 things that will make XRP take off in a bull run. So with the altcoin season, we will see take off. Second thing, there are 3 things. The second thing is FOMO on news, on real news. Not the kind of news we've been hearing, like the proper news that the case is over, completely done and dealt with, and there's an announcement. That could cause some, but I don't see it going to more than $4 or $5 as a result, because people are still skeptical. Where I see it, the third thing, and Tommy, answering your question, is once adoption happens, adoption is the flip of the switch. Brad Garlinghouse was not joking when he said, when everything is ready, the switch will be flipped. He was not joking. You know how the switch is going to be flipped? It's going to be flipped in the market payout market regions that are ready, like Japan, Asia, Africa. They're ready. Adlia. Yeah, you can buy Chainlink. You can't buy everything. Buy what you can. Iton, Iton. Look for his contact and then send him a message. One of the things people have done is to use a what do you call that thing? You use a block, whatever, and then go and buy. XDC is a very good project, but it's a Singapore-based coin. Peter Conway, I think he's okay. Why do you want to use your tight money to buy XRP? That's a funny question. Are you just kidding or mocking? Oh my goodness, that you're funny. Uh, yes, XDC is in Singapore. R3 quarter is under the crown. Okay. Is it okay to use tight money to buy XRP? That's the funniest question I've heard today. You do you. I'm not going to tell you anything about that. Oh, God. People are funny. Why would you use your tight money to buy XRP? Oh, Lord. I'm looking at my computer on the side. Buy land. You got a bit of XCN. That's good. XRP to the moon. Okay. Well, once it hits, let me see. How long have I been here? Okay, I got about 9 more minutes, 8 more minutes, and I have to quit. But I want to thank everybody for being on here. Thank you so much, guys, for coming and chatting. Not that they have been wanting. They're ready to go. They're ready to go. You see, if you have a house you are building and the wiring is not okay on a certain part of the house, you don't finish it. You don't just put on the electricity. No, you don't put on the electricity. Yes, I think so. Bugsy. Yes, of course. Yes. I'm looking for $33 and 33.333333 dollars. You know that's how crypto does it, right? They need USA to give the go ahead. Somebody should clap for Daniel R. Smith. That is just what it is. Everybody has to be ready, and then the USA says, "Okay, we're ready." And yeah, Electronium moved to Electronium 2.0. Yes. Hey, P Verite, how are you? How's it going? Whatever is done, I'm here for it. I'm hoping. I want it to be done. I want it to move the market. Anything they can do to move the market, I welcome it. I'll be happy. The Bitcoin people, I mean, when the government is the one who has to buy an asset, and you know, other entities like that, they have to buy it in right now when regulation is not really complete and the Genius bill is still on the desk. They are still discussing it. Don't you see what I'm saying? I'm well, P Verite. Thank you so much. Hello, Artan Curry. How you doing? Uh-oh. Something happened to my feed there. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Bugsy. God bless. Have a good one. I'm just waiting the time out. Once it's 90 minutes, I'll take off. It's nice and summery out here. The leaves are already coming out. So I have my tree here is actually touching the side of my house right there, and I need to do something about it. Oh, thank you so much, Tommy. I appreciate you coming on and chatting with me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Waiting for regulation. I'm good, Atan Curry. Atan Curry. I'm good. Where are you, Atan Curry? Artan Curry. Oh yeah, if they push Bitcoin, they push it for themselves. Why do the rich want to push it up? Because they hope that it gets there, they can get people to invest at that level, right? The banks can sell it to you at that level, and then they walk away with a lot of money. All right, Artan. I think we've talked before. Have we? I think so. Forgive me if I forgot. They need liquidity to get out. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a pastor. I'm not giving financial advice. I have not said I'm giving financial advice, J. Adlia. I've made it clear. Go to my site there. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm an enthusiast. So you can go to your bank for financial advice on crypto. Go to them. That's not what I'm giving here. I'm a pastor. I'm an enthusiast. You know, pastors can fly an airplane, right? And they can teach their children to fly an airplane. And if they have friends who want to learn, they can also teach them, right? They cannot instruct them as a professional. They can just show them things. And they go to an instructor and learn. Pastors can row a boat, you know. I tried to get a boating license the other day, a few years ago. So we can do so many different things, just like you can. That's good for you, Daniel Smith. I love it. For faster transaction and payments. Yes, I told you. I just gave the example. Spend the bits. I'm actually going to put it when this video loads. I'm going to put in the description the company Spend the Bits to show you that it's real. This is how it's been tested. This is how it has been tested. It's working. It's not an accident. All these companies, they say, you be doing this over there. You be in Philippines. You be in Brazil. You be all over the world. Because that's where they're going. They have to test it. So they go into partnership with the local company and they start doing it. But in America, the people in America don't know. They have to research and find that it's been done. $33. But I could be wrong. That's not a prophecy, please. I'm just telling you based on what I've looked at and studied. That's where it ought to go. Wonderful, Artan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sao Paulo. At least you guys connected on here, so that's good. Darren Long, XRP price. Daniel, how long does it take to be a permanent resident of Brazil? Is it like a difficult process? That's good. Artan Curry. Yeah, no need. One day we're going to be able to use. You're going to be able to use your XRP to get loans or whatever. The value, it will be very valuable. Just get the bags, forget about it. And like I said in my previous live, I had a dream where I saw Solana at $3,800. So for me, it's just a signal that we have to have something else that will deflect us from selling our XRP early. P Verite, just Google Spend the Bits. I put it on there it's on there in the comments. Spend the Bits. $200,000? Huh. What? And how much? How? Okay, you need a 200,000 condo. Oh, okay. The 200,000, is it cash or you can take a loan to buy it? As long as it's in your name, right? Artan, which cold wallet are you talking about? Artan. Hey, Antoine, God bless you. Good to see you. Okay. Good. Honesto the best. Okay. 200K. Okay, I get it. US, right? Exactly. You can look at an Exo Bank. Okay. All right. It's time for me to go. Thank you so much, everyone. Amazing. Well, God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you in Jesus' name. You have a good night. Bye-bye now. Talk to you soon.